In my last video, I made the case for why your roofing company must have a review management system. If you haven't had a chance to watch that yet, there should be a link up here or up here. I don't know what side it will pull up on. But in that video, I talked about how our reviews, or how Google reviews, feed 4 separate Google algorithms simultaneously. And I also talked about how review velocity and recency matter more than a review count per se. And how not responding to reviews is like ignoring a customer standing right in front of you. And if you haven't watched that video yet, go watch that first and then come back to this video, because in this video today, I'm going to talk about how you build reviews. How do you actually build a review management system that runs consistently without falling apart? And I'm going to give you the good, better, and best framework for getting reviews, and the tools that you're going to need, and how to respond the right way, both when you get the difficult client who berates you online publicly and the client who praises you. And I'm also going to explain what our agency does for roofing companies who want to completely hand this off. But if we haven't met yet, my name is Preston, this is Results Digital, and we're the #1 digital marketing agency just for roofing and exterior contractors in the United States. And if that's something that your company needs, feel free to look in the YouTube description. There's a link where you can book a free strategy call and let's see if it's a fit. And also, if you find this video helpful, please like it, consider subscribing to our channel, and don't forget to comment in the section how this video either helped you or what you'd like to see us talk on next. Now, on to the lesson. So before we talk about how to get reviews, we have to talk about who is responsible for getting them. Because if nobody owns your review system inside your roofing company, then nobody owns it. And the #1 reason roofing companies don't have reviews is not because customers won't leave them. It's that nobody on your team is accountable for asking for them and helping develop them. So the first thing you need to decide is who owns the review management system in your business. And I see 2 scenarios really. Let's go into scenario A. Scenario A is where you have an owner-operator, right? So the owner-operator is the salesman, they're also the project manager, and they're also the one coordinating with the crews, handling any permitting. Maybe they have someone that's assisting them with permitting, but for the most part, they're the chief cook and bottle washer, all right? They're the salesperson, they're the closer, they're the relationship builder, which means in that case, if that's you, you're responsible for getting the review. Nobody else is going to do it. It has to be you. Now, the good news is that you have the strongest relationship with the homeowner. You built the trust, so use that. Now, scenario B is if you are a little bit larger roofing company and you have a sales team. In this case, the salesperson is the one building the relationship. They are with the homeowner, which means your salesperson needs to be the one who owns the review and asks for it. Not you, but them. And here's the key. You have to incentivize them to do this. So you cannot pay a homeowner to leave you a review. Google's explicit about that, and their AI is becoming ever increasingly more sophisticated to be able to detect that. So Google will penalize you. In fact, they could potentially shut down your entire Google business profile. So if you see out of your rearview mirror, or you look to the side and you see your competitor and they have 1,000 reviews and you know that dude is buying reviews, it's only a matter of time. And guess what? He may have 500 reviews and 450 of them are fake. One day, his bell is going to be rung and Google's going to take him out of the game. They won't just suspend his Google business profile, they're just going to outright delete it. Okay, so do this the honest way. Never pay a homeowner to get a Google review. You cannot do that. It will one day get exposed and Google will penalize you for it. They could shut down your entire Google business profile and then you have to start from scratch. So you can't pay the homeowner, but you can absolutely incentivize your salesperson to go get reviews. So you can offer a $50 gift card for every 5-star review that they collect. Since they are building the relationship, put it on them. Ask the homeowner at the door, did I do a good job? Would you mind leaving me a review? Build it into their sales process. And for every 5-star review they collect, they get $50 gift card. Now, that might not really move the needle, because the one thing about salespeople is that they want that money, right? So if that doesn't work, bump it to $100. And I know what you're thinking, that's going to be expensive, right? But let's do the math real quick. If you pay your salesperson to get $100 for every review they get, and let's say they get 100 reviews, that's $10,000. But what is 100 5-star reviews worth to your business? Well, it's going to build massive trust within your community, because people are going to know you. They're going to be able to interact with reviews. You're going to have a lower LSA cost per lead. You'll have better map pack rankings. You'll have higher Google Ads quality score. You'll have more organic search visibility. The ROI on 100 strong reviews is worth 10 to 20 times what you paid to get them. Think of review management and review generation as a marketing expense, not a bonus. And here's a pro tip with your sales team: make it a competition. Most salespeople are alphas. They're very competitive. If they're not, I'd be shocked if they're working for your roofing company for very long. So post a leaderboard in your office. Whoever has the most reviews at the end of the month, they get a bonus. And use that to your advantage. The salesperson who gets the most reviews in a month, they get a bonus. And now you've built a review collection system into your culture, into your sales culture. Now, every salesperson, whether you're the owner-operator salesperson, or you're a roofing salesperson, or you have a roofing sales team, there's always one moment in every roofing job that's the absolute best time to ask for a review. And most roofers completely miss it. It's the moment of completion. When the job is done, the homeowner's standing there, they're looking at their brand new roof, they're happy, the results are right in front of their face, the relationship is warm. This is your window. You got to strike while the iron is hot. That's the single best time to ask for a review. Not a week later, not in a follow-up email, right there. Every sales manager knows that you're trying to help your salespeople learn the key skill in sales, which is ask for the sale. Don't, in fact, many times assume the sale. Ask for the sale, move it forward. Well, with reviews, that's the same way that you want to think. You want to strike while the iron's hot. The single best time to ask for a review is right there at that moment. Not a week later, not in a follow-up email, right there in that moment. The longer you wait after the job is done, the less likely they are to leave a review. Life gets in the way. People forget. The excitement fades. So get it while they're standing there smiling at their new roof. And here's the thing about asking for reviews. The easier you make it for the homeowner, the more you're going to get. Remove every possible barrier between them and leaving you a 5-star review. So let me give you a couple tools that can help you. Tool number 1, the NFC card. This is like a credit card, and it has the Google logo and has 5 stars on it, and it looks just like a credit card. It's called an NFC card, a near field communication, which means as you get it near a phone, it's going to trigger that phone to pull up a web page, okay? And if your salespeople carry this with them, and all the salesperson has to do is once they've asked for the review, they just pull out the credit card and say, "Sir, can I tap this to your phone real quick?" Or "Ma'am, can I tap this to your phone real quick?" And when they do, it instantly opens up to your Google Business Profile review page. They don't have to search for you. They don't have to find a link. It's right there. And you can find these on Amazon if you search for Google Review NFC card. They're anywhere from $30 to $50 for a pack. Now, if you want to help out our channel, I will have a link in the description for, it's an Amazon affiliate link. I do earn a commission for it. It doesn't change the cost on Amazon, but if you click that link to buy the card, you do help the channel, and I'd appreciate it. Think about that as my bonus for being such a beautiful guy, right? Face for radio. So Every salesperson on your team should have one of these in their pocket at every single job. Tool number 2, a QR code. Okay? If you don't want to buy those NFC cards, then you can generate what's called a QR code. And that in the QR code, whenever you're setting up the QR code, it will have the ability to put in the URL. So you just take the Google business page review link and you paste that into the QR code settings. And whenever someone scans that QR code using their phone with their camera, it will prompt them to open up the web browser, which opens up to your Google business page. Again, not as easy as tapping the card on their phone, but not too much more difficult. And some people, especially homeowners, may not want you to tap a card on their phone, right? And that's fine. So have a QR code ready as a backup. You can use this as a backup. So, if you're in the military, you have your primary weapon and your secondary weapon. Well, think about it like this. You have your primary weapon, which is the NFC card, and your backup weapon, which is the QR code. So you can print it and you can put it on a little laminated sheet, and you can even insert it onto your final invoice, onto the job completion sheet. You can print it on a small thank you card and hand it to them at the end of every job. So, and it's like I said, it's easy. They scan it with the camera, it goes straight to your Google review page. There's no friction, there's no searching, there's no excuses. And it's a good backup, and I think you should have both. And here's another thing that you can do. Tool number 3, have a short review link. So there are URL shorteners that you can use that will shorten a long URL down to just a few characters. So you can take this review link and set it up as a shortened direct link to your Google review page, right? So it's a URL shortener. You've probably seen something like Bitly. Well, Bitly is just a URL shortener, and it allows you to take a long URL or confusing URL or hard to memorize URL and turn it into a quick little link that you can click on, and it redirects to your Google business page. You can make it short enough to say, or either to text or to say out loud. And when they say, hey, I'll do it later, you just text them that link right there on the spot to their phone. And just say, no problem, I just texted you the review link so you have it when you get a minute. Now they have it in their messages, and your follow-up system handles the rest. Another pro tip, tool number 4, the job completion card. Some of the best roofing companies hand the homeowner a physical card at the end of every job. And on one side, a handwritten thank you note, and on the other side, it can be a QR code and simple instructions for leaving a review. And many homeowners love that personal touch, especially if it's handwritten. And it will dramatically increase the review rates because it feels intentional, not automated. Tool number 5, your email signature. Every single email account on your team should have in their signature a review link at the bottom with something as simple as, happy with our work? It would mean the world for us if you left us a quick Google review, and then it has the link that they can click on. It's passive, but it's also always working in the background, and it costs nothing to implement. Tool number 6, your invoice. Put your review link directly on your final invoice. Have a question, satisfied with your roof replacement? Leave us a Google review here, and you have the link. The invoice is one of the last touch points that you have with a homeowner, so use it. So having these tools is one thing, but knowing what to say when you're face to face with the homeowner is another thing entirely. So here's your exact script for asking for a review at the door. Hey, Mr. Customer, before I head out, I just want to say thank you so much for trusting us with your home. Reviews are really important to our small business, and they help us out tremendously. I have this little card, and if I tap it to your phone, it'll open up right away to our Google page. Would you mind leaving us a quick review right now, even if it's just 5 stars in one sentence? It'd mean the world to us, and it only takes about 60 seconds. That's all you need to say. It's simple, genuine, direct. And most people are going to say yes, especially when the work is done and they're happy. The key word is ask. Most salespeople never ask, and that's the only reason that they don't get reviews. So not all reviews are created equal, and here's how you can coach your homeowners to give you the best possible review. I'm going to use this in the method of good, better, best. Good. Just ask for a star rating. If they're pressed for time, just say, hey, a simple 5-star rating with no text is still better than nothing. And that adds to your count and your overall rating. This is the minimum. Always try and go beyond this, but at a minimum, just get 5 stars. It only takes a minute. Better. a star rating plus one sentence. Great roofing company, fast, professional, excellent work. Coupled with 5 stars, it's simple, but it's effective, and this is what most reviews look like. It tells Google and homeowners something real about you. Now, best. This is where they leave a star rating plus keywords baked in. This is the one that supercharges your SEO. Coach them on what to say, not word for word, but just give them a framework. Hey, Mr. Customer, would you mind mentioning what kind of work we did and where you're located? For example, I needed a full roof replacement on my home in Corpus Christi, and they came out fast. They gave me a fair estimate. The crew did an amazing job. I highly recommend them. That review just told Google roof replacement, Corpus Christi, fast, fair estimate, amazing work. Every one of those is a keyword Google is now associating with your business. That's free SEO content from the homeowner who just wrote it for you. You can ask them to also include the type of service: roof replacement, repair, gutters, siding, windows, the city or neighborhood they lived in, what they liked most, the speed, the quality, communication, price, professionalism, a specific outcome. My roof looks brand new, no more leaks after the storm, something like that. All of that gets indexed in Google and can help aid your search results. It can help with search engine marketing. And here's the bonus tip. That also transfers over to ChatGPT and all the other AI search engines. These have a spillover effect is what I'm trying to say. Now, if you really want to go above and beyond, here's the premium version of the review to ask for. If a homeowner is particularly happy and comfortable on camera, ask if you can record a quick 30-second video of them talking about their experience. Pull out your phone, just your phone, nothing fancy, and ask, would you be willing to say a few words on camera about your experience with us? Most happy customers will say yes if you ask in the right moment. That 30-second video is worth more than any written reviews for conversions. Post it on your Facebook, on your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube. It's real, it's authentic, and homeowners trust other homeowners more than they trust you. You can even embed it on your website, or at least you can hire our agency to embed it for you if you don't know how to do that yourself. You can use this video in your ads. One genuine video testimonial from a happy customer can close more jobs than a $1,000 ad. Now, here's something that most roofing companies completely overlook. Getting the review is one thing, but making sure potential customers see those reviews at the exact moment they're deciding whether to call you, that's the next level. Your Google reviews should be displayed directly on your website. And if you're running Google ads, they should be on your landing pages. And if you're running Facebook ads, they should be on your landing pages. Your reviews should be displayed directly on your website in a visible place, high up on the page. Not just a link to your Google profile, but actually embedded and visible right on your homepage and also on your review page. When a homeowner lands on your site and immediately sees 47 5-star reviews from real people in their community, that builds trust in seconds. They don't have to go search for your reviews, they're right there. And here's something I want to be transparent about. If you have your website built through us, or you're on our SEO service, or you're using our review management system, we will automatically install a Google review display widget on your website. It pulls your Google reviews live right from your Google business page and displays them beautifully on your website. And we put it high up on the page so the customers see that in a very prominent area. And it updates automatically. So every new review you get, it shows up on your website in real time. You don't have to do anything. It's just there, working for you 24 hours a day. And this is one of those things that most agencies charge extra for or don't even offer. But for our clients, it's just part of how we build websites because it matters. And if your current website doesn't have your Google reviews displayed on it, that's a huge gap that you need to fill. So even your best salesperson is going to miss some reviews. The homeowner says, I'll do it later, and that later never comes. So here's how you build a safety net so no reviews slip through the cracks. And this is where a real follow-up system becomes essential. And this is also the complete solution for an owner-operator who is too busy to chase reviews themselves. Most roofing companies use a CRM, something like Job Nimbus, AccuLink, Salesforce, Service Titan, whatever you use. The system works like this. When a job hits a certain stage in your pipeline, let's say it's job complete or final payment received, that would be the trigger. At that point, an automation kicks off. And you need three things. You need their first name, their phone number, and their email. And ideally, the type of work that was done. So roof replacement, repair, gutters, anything like siding, doesn't matter. And from there, an automated sequence kicks off. On day one, when they're moved into that part of the pipeline, they get a personalized text message with a direct link to your Google review page. Hey, Mr. Jones, this is Bobby from Buffalo Roofing. We really enjoyed working with you on your roof replacement. If you have 60 seconds, a Google review would mean the world to us. Here's the direct link. It goes right to their cell phone. If they don't click on that, the system automatically detects it and they follow up with an email. And if no review, then a second text is sent and then another email. And you can stagger these. Day one, they get a text. Day 3, they get a follow-up email. Day 7, they get a second text. Day 14, they get a follow-up email. And if they leave a review at any point, the sequence stops automatically. If they opt out at any point, the sequence stops immediately, no exceptions. So this sequence alone will dramatically increase your review volume because most people meant to do it, they just forgot. And the follow-up is just a gentle nudge and it works. Now, who is this type of safety net for, this review management system? Well, it could be for sales teams that miss the ask at the door, and it's a safety net for them. All right, they meant to ask at the door, or they did ask at the door, and it just got blown off, right? I'll get to it later, or whenever I get around to it, right? Well, that round to it never comes. And so this can be a great safety net to gently nudge. And it's also, this system is built for owner-operators who are too busy to personally follow up with every client. They're just blowing and going, and they don't have time. And there are roofers like that. So any roofing company that wants a consistent safety net running in the background at all times, that's what our review management system's for. So getting reviews is only half the job. What you do after is where most roofing companies are leaving serious money on the table. Every single review needs a response, whether it's a good review, a bad review, or a mediocre. And Google has confirmed that responding to reviews improves your local search visibility. Your response gets indexed. That means it gets put into the memory of Google that it can retrieve and pull up instantly. And Google reads these reviews and it associates those keywords with your business. So every potential customer reading your profile is also reading your responses. So your response is public marketing copy. So when you respond to a review, you need to treat it in that way. Here's how you respond to a 5-star review. First, and this is what you would actually write, thank it by name, personalize it, reference the specific job. Hey, Mr. Jones, so glad we could get your roof replacement done before the rainy season. Also think about weaving in a service keyword naturally into the response. We love serving homeowners in the Leesburg, Florida, or Lake County area. In the response, you can weave in an invite for referrals. Hey, if you know of anyone who needs roofing work, well, we would be honored to help them. Keep it warm, keep it genuine, specific, not a copy and paste generic. So think about this then. A simple and generic thanks for your review, that's a missed opportunity at SEO because Google again is indexing not only what they say, but what you say as well. So it's a missed opportunity to build up keywords for your online profile. Now let's get to the doozy. How do you respond to a negative review? First, take a deep breath and never respond immediately. Always walk away, never respond emotionally. I know that there's those clients that really get under your skin. You basically did the job for free. They griped every step of the way. They pushed you to your brink. They pushed your team to the brink. And you want to handle this politely. You want to handle it professionally. Acknowledge their experience. Mr. Jones, we're sorry to hear this wasn't the experience that we strive to provide. Take accountability where appropriate, even if you don't fully agree. Offer to make it right. Mr. Jones, please reach out to us directly at, fill in the number, so we can resolve this for you. Keep it short, don't argue, don't make excuses, don't get defensive. Think about it like this. The potential client that wants to spend $50,000, $60,000 with you is going to be reading that response. They're going to be watching your professionalism. Fence sitters are going to read that response. They're going to trust you more because you handled it with class and professionalism. And one professional negative review response can win you more business than 10 5-star reviews. So be professional. Take a breath. Walk away if you need to. Just remember, every response is an opportunity to add SEO signals to your business. Thank you for trusting us with your metal roof installation in Orlando, Florida. We're proud to serve homeowners across Orange County with quality roof replacements and repairs. Natural, not robotic, but definitely intentional. That response is indexed by Google, and you just got free SEO by responding to a review. Now here's the honest question. Who actually has time to respond to every review manually? If you don't have a big team, then you probably don't have that chance. Most roofing companies don't have that chance. Most roofing owners don't have an opportunity to respond to all the reviews. So here's the solution. We offer an AI review response service for just $25 a month. We can train our AI in your voice so it sounds like you and not a generic bot, and it will automatically detect every new review and respond within minutes. We can train it to weave in your service keywords into every response naturally, and if you get a negative review, it responds graciously and professionally every single time. It doesn't have emotion, it doesn't have pride, it's not defensive. It's just a well-crafted professional response. And here's what I love about AI for negative reviews specifically. The AI is never going to fire back at a difficult customer, ever. The AI is never going to say something in the heat of the moment that you'll regret later. It will handle every review exactly the way you want it to be handled on your absolute best day. And it's $25 a month. That's like 5 cups of coffee at Starbucks. Are you kidding me? That's the easiest yes in business. And for the business owner who says, listen, Preston, I get it. I know I need this, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it myself. I don't have the time. There's just too many complications. Rome is burning. Well, here's your option. We offer at Results Digital a complete review management system for just $4.95 a month. And here's exactly what that includes. We will plug in manually to your CRM, Job Nimbus, Service Titan, whatever you're using. We will monitor your pipeline. You just have to let us know what stages of the pipeline mean that the job's completed. And when a job hits completion, that's when we take over. We go in and pull the client's name, their phone, their email, and the job type from your notes. We then send a personalized text and email sequence until they leave a review or opt out. We respond to every review automatically using AI trained in your voice with keywords woven in. We alert you immediately if you receive anything less than 5 stars, so you can get ahead of it personally if you choose. Your Google reviews automatically display on your website in real time because we include that as part of the service. We will embed the review widget on your website so it's constantly showing your 5-star reviews. You literally never have to think about reviews again. You just focus on doing great roofing work. We handle the entire system. So there's 3 options. Option 1, $25 a month. You and your sales team collect the reviews. We handle all responses with AI trained in your voice. Keywords woven in automatically into every response. Option 2, $4.95 a month. You or your sales team collect the reviews. We follow up with anyone who didn't leave a review via text or email. We respond to every review with AI. Reviews display automatically on your website. Option 3 is also $4.95 a month. Same program, same plan. It's just fully delegated. This is for the roofer who just doesn't have time. They're not going to do it in person at the door. So at least this is the best that they can do. So you focus directly on doing great work. We handle everything as far as the follow-up, the responses, the display, the monitoring. You get alerted for negative reviews so you can step in if needed so nothing falls through the cracks. Google is your priority, full stop. But here are a few other platforms that are worth a mention. Facebook reviews. Your Facebook business page has a review section, and homeowners check this, especially in smaller, tight-knit communities. It's helpful, but it also can be subject to a bunch of bots and spam. Use it for what it's worth. Yelp. This is less critical for roofing than it used to be, but it's still worth maintaining a presence. Yelp is a little bit weird. They have to see that the person leaving the review is a consistent Yelper, and I've seen roofers with 55-star reviews but Yelp is only showing 5 of them because Yelp's AI has determined that, well, these 45 other ones we don't think are legit. So I don't put a lot of weight in Yelp. Better Business Bureau, the BBB, older homeowners still look at this. A good rating here will help add credibility with the older demographic. Angie and Home Advisor, if you're on these platforms, your reviews there affect your ranking on those platforms specifically. Who's, it's worth it if you do any remodeling adjacent exterior work. And lastly, your website. If you're not on our system, at a minimum, embed your Google reviews manually. There are free plugins for WordPress that can do that. The rule is simple though. Google first, always, and everything else is secondary. So, I don't want you to walk away from this video inspired but yet overwhelmed. So, here's a step-by-step action plan in order so that you know how to start today building a review management system. Step 1. Decide who owns the reviews in your company, you or your salesperson. Make it official, have accountability. 2. Order the NFC cards, the tap cards on Amazon today. Click the link in our description, or you can go to Amazon directly and type in Google Review NFC card. They're $30 to $50 per pack. Every salesperson gets one. 3. Add your review link to your email signature on your invoice, your job completion sheet. This takes 15 minutes and it runs forever. 4. Train your team on the ask script. Practice it, role play it, make it second nature. 5. Set up your follow-up system, either manually or through us. No review should ever slip through the cracks without at least one follow-up. 6. Set up your review response system, either manually or through our AI for $25 a month. Every review gets a response every time. 7. Make sure your Google reviews are displaying on your website. If you're our client, this is already done. If not, let's fix that today. Get in touch, link in the description. 8. Set up a monthly review goal. Even 3 to 5 new reviews a month is meaningful. Track it on the first of every month. 9. If a homeowner is extra happy, ask for a video testimonial. Your phone is all you need. In closing, building a review management system is not complicated. It just requires consistency and someone owning it. The good, better, best, one more time. Good, you ask at the door and get a star rating. Better, you ask at the door and get a keyword-rich review and follow up with anyone who didn't leave one. Best, you do all of that. Respond to every review with keywords, display them on your website, and use video testimonials to close the loop. And if you want to completely hand this off, we got you covered for $4.95 a month. Link is in the description. Book a strategy session and let's build this for you. If this video was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and comment below and tell me what's your biggest challenge when it comes to getting reviews. Because that comment is your review of this video and it tells YouTube that this content is worth pushing to more roofers who need it. Until next time, Results Digital out.